Hi everybody. Okay, so today we're going to be learning the Jacob's ladder. Don't be afraid. It's really an easy stitch. It's beginner friendly. It may not look like it, but it is. You can use any yarn and you can use any size hook for this, but you just got to remember that the thicker the yarn you use, the bigger the Jacob's ladder is going to be. So you're going to end up with a big plush fabric. Okay. So today I'm going to use Charisma, and this is a bulky 5. That's about as big of yarn as I would use on this, unless you're doing a blanket. If you're doing a blanket of some sort, then you can use a bigger hook and a bigger yarn, so it would be big, nice and plush, and it would go really quickly. All right, I'm going to be using a 5mm hook for this, and the multiple for this is 5 plus 2. Okay, so you're going to be doing 5 stitches, 5 stitches, 5 stitches for as long as you want it, and then add 2 for the first double crochet. Okay, now you want to make sure that when you're doing this, you're going to have 5 stitches on the end and 5 stitches on the beginning, like double crochets on the beginning, because that will give you a nice edge for if you're doing a blanket or a sweater or whatever, and not have a Jacob's ladder on either side or something like that. Okay, so let's get into it. So you're going to do a slip knot. Okay, and then you're just going to count by 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For this swatch, I might do 30, I guess. Okay, so there's my 30 stitches. And then you're going to add 2. Put your finger on your 30th stitch here, just so you don't lose track. You add 2 for your first double crochet, then you yarn over and you go into that stitch, that second chain from the hook, and make a double crochet. Okay, now that's going to be your first double crochet. Okay, now you want to do 5 double crochets altogether. So this will be number 2, go into your next stitch, number 3, next stitch, number 4, next stitch, number 5. Oops, my yarn's attacking me. Okay, so now you got 5 stitches all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're going to start your Jacob's ladder. Okay, so you're going to chain up 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, this is where it could be a little tricky, but it's still really easy. Okay, I'm going to bring it up best I can here. You see this bar right here that goes across your double crochet? That's the bar that you're going to work into. Okay, so you can take your hook and you're going to go into that bar. Okay, and you're going to slip stitch. Yarn over, pull through that one, and then you're going to pull through the chain with the loop on it. Okay, and that locks your loop into place. Okay, now what I like to do is I like to take my pinky and pull that stitch aside so it's out of your way. Now you're going to do another 5 double crochet. Okay, there's 1, 2, 2, 3, oops, 4, and 5. Okay, now you're going to do your 10 stitches again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, you're going to find your crossbar, which is right there. You're going to put your hook into there, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through that loop. Okay, and that's all there is to that. It's very easy to end up with 4 double crochets in between because you kind of get going doing what you're doing and then you forget to count. So make sure that you count the stitches in between. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, because if you don't, it won't add up at the end. Okay, chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Find your bar, which is right here. Go in there and slip stitch. And then you do your next set of double crochets. So go ahead and do that, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, now that you're at the end of your row, you're going to chain 1. This is what it's going to be looking like. Isn't that pretty? Okay, you're going to turn and you're going to do a single crochet back into the stitch with the, no you're not, don't listen to that. This is going to count as your first single crochet. All right, you're going to go into the next stitch and do a single crochet. Go into the next stitch, do a single crochet, go into the next stitch, single crochet, and then right at the bottom of this leg, that stitch right there, that is going to be your 5th single crochet. Okay, so you've got the one at the very end, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now you're going to go to the other leg at the bottom of that leg and that stitch right there. So you're going to go behind this, fold it down if you have to, and go into that bottom stitch. Okay, that will be your first stitch for your next 5. Go into the next one, single, do a single and a single, oops. Okay, go to the bottom of that leg and go into that stitch and do a single, fold this down, go into this next stitch at the bottom of this leg, okay, and do a single, go to the next section, do a single, go into here, single, go into the next single, go into the bottom, do a single, fold this down, go to the bottom of that stitch here and do a single. Make sure that you're counting these and you've got 5 singles in between these chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you don't, you're going to have to go back and do that because it won't add up. Single, single, keep going all the way across, go to the bottom of this leg, go to the bottom of this other leg, and oh, what? going to have to add on my yarn there. I don't know what happened. I will be right back.
A few minutes later.
Okay, so continue on to the end. And just making sure that you have your 5 stitches in between. Oops. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And don't forget, right at this very end, that's a stitch. So that's 5. All right. Okay, now you've set yourself up to do the next row, which is the loop row. Okay. So you're going to chain up 2, turn your work, and you're going to repeat that first row. Okay, this counts as your first stitch. You're going to start doing doubles all the way across. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now you're going to see that this is going to line up. Excuse me. This is going to line up with this last Jacob's ladder. Okay. So now make sure you count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to do your 10 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, find your bar, which is right here. You're going to go into there, do your slip stitch, then do your 5 double crochets. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should line up. Do your 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Find your line right here. Go in, slip stitch, and continue this all the way to the end. Make sure, I can't stress this enough, make sure that you count your stitches. Make sure you count your chains. I have done many times where I've only done 5 and I've gone, wait a minute, that's not right. So make sure that you count these. Okay? And I will finish this and I will see you at the end. Okay, I'm at the end of my row. Don't forget this last section here is a stitch. So you're going to put your hook in that last stitch and make your 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, chain 1 and turn. Okay, now you're going to do your single crochet row. And that's all this is doing your Jacob's ladder row, your double crochets, and then you're doing your, the next row is your single crochet row. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, go to the bottom of this leg, and it's 5, go to the bottom of the next leg, and go in there, it's 6, make sure that you have folded this down, otherwise your Jacob's ladder will be on the back and it'll be on the wrong side. Okay. 1, 2, 3, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom of this leg, 5 on the bottom of the next leg, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom of this leg, 5, go fly over to the other side, the bottom of that leg. Okay, and then you just continue this all the way along. And you're just going to keep repeating those 2 rows over and over and over until you get to the length that you want your piece to be. Okay, once you get doing this, you're going to end up being lackadaisical, so make sure that you do your counting, because the last thing you want to do is have a whole bunch of these and then realize that you've got one that's over here too far, and then you have to pull everything out. All right. Okay, here's your last stitch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so keep going until you get it to the length that you want it. I'm going to do just a couple more rows, and then I'm going to show you what this is going to look like, and then I'm going to show you how to finish off your row once you've finished your piece. Okay, now that you're all the way at the end of your section, okay, what you're going to do is you're going to put your hook back in, and then we're going to finish off the piece. Okay, so we're going to chain up 2, and all we're going to do on this next row is double crochets all the way across, making sure that you're still counting and that you've got 5 double crochets in between each loop. Okay, making sure that that first chain is your first double crochet. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're just doing this all the way across. Oops. When you're doing this, it's very easy to miscount. Okay, here's our last 5. Okay, put your hook into that last stitch, chain 1, and turn. All right, so this is the fun part. Okay, you're going to take your first loop and your second loop. You can put your second loop into your first loop, and then take the next loop, put it into that last loop, and then take this loop and go into this loop. You're going to take your stitch markers and you're going to attach your loop to your work, and then everything stays where it's supposed to be. And then you're going to do the same with the next loops. Okay, put that one in that one, And that one in that one. And this is where you see the magic happen. Okay. And you keep doing that all the way across. And you get this beautiful braid. And doing this saves time too, because if you were to do this each one as you're doing the next step, it would just take forever. So this just kind of keeps everything in place and makes things go faster. Okay, that's the last one. Okay, there you go. Isn't that beautiful? Just love that. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're not going to turn your work. Or no, sorry. I guess you did turn your work, but okay, you're going to go into that first stitch where this chain was, and you're going to make a single crochet. That's your first single crochet. You're going to do single crochets all the way across like we usually have. So that's 2, 3, 4. And when you get to your 5th one, you're going to take out your stitch marker. You're going to put your loop on your hook, and then you're going to go into your 5th stitch, hold it all together, pull through, and do your single crochet. Okay. Then you're going to do the next 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your stitch marker out. Put your loop on your hook. Go into your 5th stitch, single crochet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your stitch marker out. Put your loop on your hook. Go into your 5th stitch and single crochet. And you just keep on doing that all the way across like that, making sure that you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, see? That was supposed to go into the 5th one. Take out your stitch marker, put your loop on your hook, and go into that 5th stitch and do your single crochet. If you don't do it in the 5th stitch, all of these are going to lean to the side. All right, so you want to make sure that they're all done in the 5th stitch. 2, 3, 4. Take your stitch out, or stitch marker out, put your hook in there and single crochet. And you're going to do your last 5. 2, 3, 4, and then this stitch here is 5. And there you're done. Isn't that beautiful? I just love the way that this stitch works up, and it's quick, it's easy, and it looks beautiful, and it looks complicated. So when you put this into a project, people look, they're like, wow, that is so beautiful. And it totally is. So, and you did that, right? So don't let this freak you out. If you're a beginner, you've got this, as long as you keep counting your stitches. All right. And there you have it. You've got a beautiful project. Yay. Good for you. I'm proud of you. Okay. So that is it. And I would love to get feedback from you. Leave a comment down below. Tell me how you liked doing this stitch. And I would love to see the projects that you have made with this. So I've got an email, and that is linked down below. So drop me a line. I would love to hear from you. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.